Hi there and welcome. If you're new, if you are tagging along on this journey with me, welcome back to Solely Creations. My name is Isenya. Here on my channel, we plan, we get organized, budget, we cash plan, and we cash stuff. If those are things that interest you, I really hope that you follow along for more. Hi there, welcome. Here we are together again, and for today's video we are going to be doing a weekly plan with me for this upcoming week, August 5th through 11th. I'm super excited to get to do this video. We've got a lot to go over. I've got some things to share with you that I'm super excited about. I hope that you have all had a great week and a great weekend. Today is Sunday, so of course the busiest day of the week. Lots of things to do, lots of things to plan for, lots of things to get done and ready, and I am happy to finally get to sit down and do my planning. Today's been a very long day, so, and I've said this before, anytime I can sit down and start writing things down and maybe even decorating some things, this is just like my happy place. This is where I feel most calm and relaxed. So I hope that that also is something that you enjoy. I am excited because we've got a few more people who've decided to subscribe to my channel, and I'm super thankful and appreciative. I hope that what you're saying here and the things that we talk about and how we plan is really inspiring you in your own planning, which is, it's always going to be the goal. I plan and do these things, and I've been doing this for so long that I will do this regardless. This is something that's just been in my routine for as long as I can remember, but now is a little bit different because I get to sit down and plan with you all, which is super exciting, and it makes me feel good and even better about planning, because in any way that I can inspire you or contribute to your planning styles, and any way that we can connect and talk about the things that we're most passionate about, that's always something that's great too. And I just want to say, I want this to be a safe space for us when we talk about planning, and if we have something that we want to say, I always want to encourage it. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. Say something that maybe you do that's a little bit different than I do. We're all going to be respectful, and that's one thing that I will ensure, is that we all feel encouraged to speak our minds and talk about the ways that we like to plan, and be respectful of the way that others are planning, because no way is the right way, no way is the perfect way. We all can learn from each other, and that's the great thing about this too, this community. So just a little bit there for you. We're going to start off with the fun stuff first. I mean, planning is fun, but the news that I have to share, because of your guys' support and how you've felt, if you've felt that the videos that I put out there are inspiring you, or you enjoy hanging out, putting me in the background or watching and doing your own planning, whatever is your motivation in subscribing, I'm 100% grateful for, and I welcome you, and I hope that others feel welcome to do the same thing. My way to say thank you is to give you access to some planning things. And so I created a Google Drive for those of you who are my planner family, who, again, I'm super grateful for. I will upload inserts, I'll upload designs for you to use, whether you want to create dashboards or however you want to use them for your own planning styles, they're there. So I want to start off with those first. And they are weekly inserts. These are popular in the planner community, which is great. I love weeklies. I can't do without weeklies. I can't do without dailies. But I feel like weeklies are like a common planning insert where you can pretty much put your daily and your weekly information together. I do plan on putting out the dailies and the other inserts that I use too, but I'm working on revamping the inserts. So I've spent the last few days revamping and redesigning the weeklies. So this is what they look like now. And I also wanted to have inserts available for the many planner sizes out there. I did create my own sizing, my own design because of what I prefer in my own planners, which will also be available. But I also did my best to make inserts that are going to fit in, you know, A5s, A6, personal wide, pocket. And so they're not going to be perfectly measured. I did my best to get as close as I could to them. I'm also a paper saver, so I like to fit as much of one design or one layout on a sheet as possible. So this is the A5 size, which is 7.5 inches in height and then 5 inches in width. This is actually a pretty big size for a planner. I remember in bullet journaling, this was about the size template that I would use to put in my notebooks. So I like it. I like the sizing, and there's a lot of space, a lot of freedom for you to be able to put information, but also get creative with, you know, deco and things like that, stickers. And so 7.5, and I put an arrow 7.5 because it's a tad bit bigger than 7.5. So see, 7.5 would be about there. So see, it's just a tad bit bigger than 7.5 in height. And I do the arrow because I can't get down to the specific measurements, you know, 3/4, 4/8, 4/16. Not so great with those measurements, but so yeah, this is the A5 size, and I did revamp as far as like, I'm now calling the weeklies weekly at a glance, and then the week is now here. And then it's pretty much the same as far as the layout, because I really enjoy this layout. I feel like everything's well organized for the information that you can put. And so I left the like titling blank so you can put, because not everybody focuses on the same thing. So for me, I use priorities, to-dos, and then notes. But whatever you want to focus on, this gives you the freedom to be able to do that. And then also put your own like days. Some people prefer Sunday starts to their weeks. Some people prefer Monday starts to their week. So this just gives you the freedom to be able to customize that the way that you want. So I did a blank, just black and white, so that you have the freedom to decorate however you want. And then I also put my cute little logo up there so that you know you got them from Sully. So it's A5. This is A6, so 6 inches in height, and then 4, a little bit bigger than 4 inches. Let's see. Yeah, see, a little bit bigger than 4 inches in width. And I like how the design or the format of each, it looks different. It makes each insert sort of unique to its own. I guess the smaller that you get or the wider that you get. I really like that, and it was fun to create and design for each specific planner size. Personal, I am very tempted to start using. I like the way that this looks a lot. I like the way the skinny feel to it. Looks really nice. So I may go back and forth between like my sizing and then the personal sizing. The personal is 7 inches in height and then a little bit bigger than 3.5 in width. So see, just a tad bit bigger than 3.5. This is personal wide, so 7 inches in height, and then a little bit bigger than 4.5 inches to give you that wide feel to inserts. So the same height as the personal, 7 inches, but gives you an extra bit of space there to sort of make these a little bit longer for more information for those who like a little bit more freedom there. I love the pockets. This is tempting just because of how tiny they are. I almost want to get a pocket cover just to try it out and see how I like it. And then this is the other design. So I did black and white blank, and then I did neutral colored, and then I have the priorities, to-dos, and notes, and then the days of the week at a Monday start for these ones. But super, super intriguing as far as the sizing for the pocket. And then this is my design, my sizing for my preferences in my planner. So it's 6.5 in height and then 4.5 exactly in width. This would be compared to the personal wide, I think. So yeah, so you can see it's, you know, just a tad bit smaller. It would be just like on the inside of the lines there, the difference. So it's 6.5, half an inch smaller in height, and then 4.5 the same in, well, actually a tad bit smaller because this is a tad bit bigger, 4.5 in width. So I mean, I could use these too. I think that they would be just a little bit wider for what I prefer, but again, that gives me more space, more freedom to put in information. So yeah, the instructions as far as cutting are pretty simple. You just want to, if you prefer the black border, you could keep the black border, or what I do is I cut on the inside of the black line, and then that makes for the perfect size for your inserts. So yeah, the start to some freebies there for you guys, just to say my thanks and how much I appreciate you and want to continue to welcome you and inspire you and encourage your own planning styles. If you use these and they work and you like them, the design, the layout, definitely let me know. I'm curious to see if you guys use them and how well they work in your own planning. And anything else you want to talk about, anything else any comments, suggestions, things like that, definitely tell me. I'm all ears for that. So yeah, I'll put the inserts that I'm working on and the designs and the layouts that I'm revamping. As I get them done, I'll load them onto the Google Drive, and you'll always have access through. I'll put the link starting from this video on. The link will be in the description for you. So yeah, super excited about that. I have my husband made me some horchata, homemade. Man's talented. But yeah, super good, super cute. Okay, so the next thing, I decided to get a little creative over the weekend. The planners are going to get wear. I get that. They're gonna get used, they're gonna look used, they're gonna get worn, you know, they're gonna start shaping in the way that I'm using them. I'm all for that. The thing that I don't like when it comes to wear is dust. I don't want dust to get stuck in, because this is, you know, there's a texture to it. I don't want dust to get stuck in that texture and then make it dirty feeling. So I decided to modify some bags that I found to put my planners in to keep them from accumulating dust. And I'm super stoked about how they came out. Look at that. So cute. And I love butterflies, you guys know. And it says, she believed she could, so she did. This one is actually for the wallet, so it's a little bit, making my words. It's a little bit smaller for the Luxe. The personal and the business are Luxe sized. And then the wallet is just the personal. So this is for the wallet. And I think has, you know, the perfect amount of space to be able to put the planner in cozy. But also if you want to put like markers and pens and anything that you use specific for this planner and you want to keep it in there together, it'd be nice to have that pouch for it. But then also it keeps the dust out, which is what I'm going for. So that's for the wallet. And then I got this one for the business, and I modified it to fit so you can see as far as the sizing, about an inch bigger for the Luxe to fit comfortably than the personal. And I felt like that just suited the business's personality really well. The colors and then the gold accents and the butterflies. And then it's comfy for it to sit in there. And then again, you got enough space to put all your goods, or just use it to keep the dust out, which was cool. I love these, so obsessed. I can't wait to put them in there. And then this one is for the personal. Oh no, look. That one's for the personal planner, which is also the Luxe. Look at how cute it is. I was looking, ooh, and careful with the candle. I was looking for a very specific material that it was tough enough to keep dirt and dust out, but also soft enough to give, you know, a comfy feel for the planners to sit in. And these are perfect. I love it. So yeah, a nice little cozy place to keep them from getting dusty. So I'm super excited to start using those. And then for the weekly planning, I wanted to find some more like stickers, some dots, just some things to include to make the inserts look a little bit more pretty. So I found some different size, different shaped dots. That I'm super excited to use, and they're all different colors. They've got smaller shapes, bigger shapes, squares, things that you can use for like headers, flags, something to teddy bears, so cute, moons, and faces. And they come in different colors and different shapes. Which I want to use these now. And they are, let's see, let me stay in there. Color basic stickers, and then that's the company that I got them from, but I got them through Amazon. So I'll actually link those if you find those tickle your fancy. And then I also got this cute little sticker kit. Which this set of tweezers came with it. Which I didn't realize how convenient these things are with these types of stickers to and peeling, because I mean you've got to get like a really good roll to get them off. The tweezers can get them off super easy. So yeah, different types of like plantage, butterflies, mushrooms. I think it was called a vintage or nature set, something like that, which I'll link all of it in the description for you if you feel like you like these and you can use these. On top of the stickers, they also have these things that you can glue in, little tags, like stampage type things, which I don't know, you can get real creative with those. Some sort of scrapbooking like paper, which you can use, you can cut to include in your designs. They have all that different things on them, different looks to them. Oh, that's super pretty. Look at that. Oh, I like that a lot. Sort of like newspapery or writing looks. And I think it comes with two of each design. It's pretty. I like it's like pink on pink paper. Pine cones, pine, and then more little tag type things. That one's cute. Look, stamps. Oh, and they're perforated. That's cool. I like that one. It's so funny how when you're shopping and you look at things online, how satisfying they look in person. The pictures in the item, how they display it, don't really do these justice. Oh, how pretty. I love these. That's so cool. So yeah, lots of little decor things you can use. And it just goes on and on. Oh gosh. Give you a lot here. That's nice. That's really pretty. More pine. Yeah, you know what? I think this was the nature one. Butterflies. Some insects. My journaling is I'm about to have some fun with my journaling. Oh, these ones are cool. They're sort of burnt. They've got that burnt look, letter or envelope. Different odd shapes. Lots of butterflies. Lavender. Really pretty. Yeah, I'm super satisfied with the way this looks. And the amount of things that they give you, wow, that's very generous. And then it's two of each design. And then the stickers, which I'm just gonna try to close with these in there. Let's see if it works. Boop, it did. Yeah, I've been on the lookout for a few weeks for stickers to include. And then I, of course, had to get these different types of florals, butterflies, pinks, blues, purples, yellows. This will be nice to use for August. Purples. Oh, super pretty. I'm gonna open this one now. So yeah, I will link those if you guys want to take a look and add them to your planning. And then I got these, I got a bunch of these at Walmart. I don't know if you've taken a look at like the school storage section at Walmart. These are awesome and they're super cheap and they're stackable. Got a bunch of them for different things. Oh yeah, and look at that. The amount, the quantity that you get. Oh, these are so pretty. So you get 2 of these too. Look at that. Oh, these are gorgeous. I'm not like a big yellow person naturally, which is odd because my favorite color is orange. I feel like those kind of go together, but yellow hasn't always been my go-to color. Yeah, so just a bunch of those. Look at that. Oh yeah. And so I got this little bin to put all the stickers in. And what I'll do is like at random, except for today, because today I feel like these just were perfect for August. I'll put all of them in there and then at random just pick stickers to use for the weekly planning, which we are gonna do now. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the personal weekly. I've already got the business done, but we'll do some more shorts and things like that for the business. Okay, so we're doing weekly and daily. And we're going to be using the new inserts. So weekly and then daily. I'm also going to be doing budget with me here soon. And I'm super stoked about that because we get to do cash planning to start our envelope system, envelope stuffing. So I just picked a bunch of random, but not random because I actually picked them, sort of assortment here to include. And we are doing the week of August 5th through August 11th. And then these are the colors that I chose. Let's do green. Cool. So I'm gonna do, I don't know, this one is calling out to me, and it's got part of the reason for the revamping of the insert itself was because I wanted to leave a little bit more room for sticker usage. I'm, you know, getting creative and sort of putting them around. This one's a bit big. Let me see. butterfly in there. Do maybe like, what if we do a butterfly by itself up here? Could do it upside down. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. So I'm gonna cut it. I guess we could put them sideways. Butterflies go sideways, right? And the amount of quality time I'm spending with the planners is like, I really want to spend time and not feel rushed in any way. Let's see. Do the other side. Yeah, let's do that. The nice thing too about with bigger stickers who have a lot more detail in them is that you can really modify them to fit, you know? Just cut a little bit off. And I'm gonna put them on let's do cute. All right, so then we're gonna do numbers. Still prefer to write out my numbers. I have not grown out of that. That just lets us stay creative. I feel like stickers are nice, they're convenient. They can still color and make it look pretty. This green reminds me of something. We had an eventful experience on Friday after getting the girls down and closing the house down. I stepped out to let the dogs go out to use the restroom. I'm gonna need a green. And so I let the little one likes to go out 100 times a day. So he was the only one who needed to go. And I turned on the lights, let him go, and I stood there for a second. But I heard a thumping on our side window. So I decided to go out there and investigate and see if I could see anything. With it being rainy season, who knows what's out there. We're still doing our remodeling and stuff, so you know, things can hide out there. And so I went out there and I stood out there, didn't look, you know, at the ground at all. And I watched him because I was more focused on where the thumping was coming from. And I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, and so I turned around to go back inside and let him finish his business. And I looked down right before I stepped inside, and guess what was on the floor? Just curled up, taking a nap. A baby rattlesnake. And I had enough reaction time for him to give a sort of like warning launch. He didn't launch his whole body at me, so I'm gonna say that he didn't want to hurt me, or maybe he was too afraid to hurt me because I'm a lot bigger than him. But he did like a warning launch, and I pulled my foot back just as he was doing that, and then hopped over him to go back inside. And he just curled back up and stayed in. He was camouflaged in a rug we have sitting out there. And he just curled up there. And I've lived in Arizona my whole life. I've never seen a rattlesnake. I've never handled a snake. So I called my husband, didn't know what to do. We didn't want to touch it. We didn't want to hurt it. So we had the fire department come out to take care of him. And she walks in and she goes, "Oh, he's so cute. It's a baby." And she just walked out there so confident. Wasn't afraid at all. They picked him up, took him out, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll find a new home for him and take care of him. Don't worry." And he was just so small. He was like this small. If I can, I'll post a picture because we took a picture of him. But about that small. Super cute. What I was concerned about was if Mom was around. So I asked that to the fire crew that came. And they looked at me and they laughed and they're like, "No, that's not something you have to worry about." I guess mama snakes don't stay with their young longer than like a week or so. And then they let them go off, venture on their own, live their life. And I guess between July and August, that's actually when snakes are born. And we've had really, really, really bad but good, right? Because it's Arizona. I don't really care for bad rainstorms because our backyard floods and we get really big hail, like the size of rock, like decent sized rocks. So it's always scary on those bad days when they're hitting up against the windows and things. But we've had a decent monsoon, and that's what triggers snakes to give birth to their young. And so they said that the only thing that we should be concerned about is that if there were other baby snakes that got washed up, to be mindful of those, but that they checked the entire yard and under everything. They didn't see any other snakes. But no, Mama. That was the only thing I was worried about. Thank goodness it was not Mom. I don't think she would have definitely lunged at me, and who knows. And baby snakes are dangerous too. But I would say not as dangerous as a full-grown snake. I guess there's a lot of myths that baby snakes don't know how to control their venom, right? They don't know their own strength, their own bites. But we did some research, and actually it's a myth. Baby snakes know their bite, they know their strength, they know their venom from birth. So, I mean, if he wanted to get me, he could have got me, and it would have been just as bad. So, oh, I didn't do my days. Yeah, my whole life, never seen not one snake, any type of snake. I have some experience with scorpions and tarantulas, tarantula hawks. The first year that we moved in our house, it was 4th of July, and we didn't really want to go out and watch the fireworks. We were so tired from moving. So we just sat in our front yard and watched them. And just as it started to rain and we were decided to go inside, we saw a tarantula run across our sidewalk that goes up to our front door. He just ran and started to scale the side of our house, and he was huge. He only made it about halfway and then fell. But just as the sun was about to go down, we saw what we thought. I thought it was a hummingbird. I was like, oh, look, a hummingbird, because it flew right across my husband's face. And I consider that good luck. And I was like, oh, look, it's a hummingbird. And nope, it was a tarantula hawk looking for that tarantula. So he was running for his life, trying to hide from that tarantula hawk. See, now the size, the length of this box is longer, which gives me more space, I think, to do sticker action and still be able to fit in what I'm writing. Because the other ones that I did, I noticed I was having to squeeze and it looked funky. But yeah, I like the longer size of this box. Kind of keeps everything structured still. Doesn't look too funky. You have to go around the sticker. And I don't have to write House of Dragon because tonight is the finale. Super sad about. And who knows how long it's gonna take for them to, if they're gonna do another season, put that season out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put the temperatures. Oh, actually I have those. I wrote them down. I'm ready for this temperature to go down. August is such an awkward month. Because you get those days where you have nice weather, but then the next day is so stinking hot. I am ready for fall. That is, yep, what I've been looking forward to all year. And hopefully we'll be able to get that fire pit up in time. I want to spend as much time outside this fall as possible. I'm not getting this right. I need a green highlighter. Cool. Yeah, I like the colors and the overall look of that. Not too mad at it. I guess the extra work to have to go in and write the days and the different sections is the only thing, but I mean, if you're gonna spend time with your inserts, that's the best way to do it. I don't think I have anything to note of just yet. Yeah, we'll leave that. I like that just as is. And it'll be nice because compared to last week was it'll be nice to have a slow week, not so many obligations and priorities. All right, we're gonna do daily. Let's see. I really like the layout though. It's definitely making me happy. And see, this is plenty of space. It's not too much. I feel like I had, with these ones, the boxes were pretty big. So, I mean, yeah, I could fit more words on one line, but I don't need a lot of space. I can fit it all in these teeny boxes. This, I like to have more space to be able to write and to be able to decorate. Okay, so this one we're gonna do a butterfly. Do a little tilted butterfly there. There we go. So we're gonna do a little tilted there. Fit them on there. You guys have to tell me what your preferences are when it comes to stickers. Like, do you like to go all out with stickers? Is it something that like takes too much time? Do you like that? Taking that extra time to sort of decorate? That's good. Pretty. And then I can save this for, you know, like a journal, add it to my, there's no need to destroy that. Like, I can still make that work. No need to waste. Let's do days. So for this one, we're gonna do, let's do red. I guess this is maroonish. Pretty. See, that's the perfect amount of space. I'm not losing anything here. This candle smells lovely, by the way. It's pineapple sage and sugar cane. I got it at Target, and it smells really good. Honestly, I feel like this allows me to use up all of the space because, you know, I would have a little bit of space left over. I feel like this fills in the space. This is well sized to fill in the space. Oh yeah. I do have a few like printing tasks to do for the end of the month tasks that I have to have done, which I started last week, and I got everything done. I just have to print because I keep paper copies of certain things. And this day, the 9th, I'll be able to go in to see if I'll be heading off to jury duty. Troy. This is my first summons, so we'll see how that goes. And now I have, because I would squeeze like my husband's schedule off here in the corner, I have enough space to sort of get us both in there. So I'm gonna get those end of month tasks done this day. And then the usual on Sundays. I did get the cleaning and laundry, all of that done pretty early today. I was proud of myself. And the girls went down at a reasonable time. Okay, yeah, so the only thing is I don't like how it's starting to curve here, but that was my bad because I didn't pay attention to that when I started to write. Okay, and then pink. Make sure nothing, I'm looking at my prior weeks. Let's see. Now we have to add things to monsoon. Weeds to our yard work. Glue here. that is the nice thing about keeping these for weeks, just because something gets lost or I decide not to write something down. I can always go look back and add it if I need to. So yeah, looks pretty. Cool. And that was a daily. And then of course the wellness, which we'll do, let's do maroon. And then green. I redid this too to make the dots, because there are dots here that I check off for the days depending on the self-care activity that I do, to make those dots darker, because I can barely see those. Perfect. Alrighty, so we've got our weekly, and this week in our archive, and then daily. Now we're ready for next week. Monthly, weekly. Trackers are already archived. We are now in August. And actually, I can update. I told you I was reading a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I just saw on Netflix they're coming out with a Netflix show for it. Love this dashboard. So we finished Game of Thrones. We finished season, well, I won't mark it off just yet because we're watching the last episode tonight. But we're gonna add The Boys as our next show to watch. And I forget what season we're on. I think we're on season 3 or 4, but I'll update that once I know for sure. Oh, The Boys, and we need to finish Home Sweet Home. If you like zombies, it's a good show to watch. And I don't even think we finished the first season of that. It's time to watch TV. It took us, we started watching Game of Thrones to prepare for House of Dragon, so we started watching Game of Thrones in January of this year to be ready for it to come out. And yeah, we didn't finish that until last weekend. Okay, so those are updated. And then what I'm gonna work on probably tomorrow is the budget planning and cash planning. So I've already got IOUs done, and I will finish that with you guys. And then we'll also be doing the cash planning because we have a couple $100 to contribute to our envelopes this pay period. And I'll decide where I want to allocate those funds, which I really want to prioritize the 52-week and 100 envelope, just because that's where I was able to save the most the first go. So we'll plan for that. And these can actually come out now. And then these will go in. Perfect. So that is the end of the weekly plan with me. I really hope that you enjoyed another one of these videos and enjoyed planning with me. Anything you want to talk about, don't forget the comments are always open. And for those who are just stopping by, who are interested in what more we have to come, what has to come, I really hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, guys.